Hi guys, in the previous video we saw about some special files in Git. Let's come back to the series to talk about one of the most important features of a version control systems, that is a branching. To understand branching, think of branches as code that exists in parallel but alternate universes. You can switch between branches, but the changes you make to a particular branch will not be reflected in another branch. Let's see an example to understand branching clearly. Let me use this Andy command we have been using a lot in the series, git status, to check the current status. Git tells me that currently we are in a branch called main. Recall that when you create a new Git repository, there will be a single branch. Creating a new branch is called forking a branch because the new branch will be a replica of some already existing branch. To fork a branch, we can use the command git branch followed by the branch name. Let me create a branch called my branch. To see a list of all available branches, we can use the command simply git branch. This will list the branches that are present in the current repository. Remember that we are still in the main branch. I have this file open which I am going to append some content, and let me quickly create a commit. Fine. Now let's switch over to the branch we created. The command for that is git switch followed by the name of the branch which we want to switch to. In our case, we are going to switch into my branch. The important thing to note here that the line I added after forking the branch is not available in this branch. That is, all the content until we fork this branch is available here, but the new line that I added after forking is not present here. To understand things more clearly, I am going to add some content in this file in this branch and also create a commit. If we switch over to the main branch again using the command git switch main, we can see that the lines we added when we were in the main branch are here, but not the lines that we added when we were in my branch. This is the whole point of branching. The changes you do in one branch is not visible in other branches and they exist independently. This illustration might help you understand things more clearly. First, we add a single branch called main. Then we forked another branch called my branch. Now both of them are virtually same because we haven't done anything in any branch separately, and they both contain the same code. We added some lines when we were in the main branch. Then we switched over to my branch and added some lines there. At any point of time, you can merge one branch into another branch, which we'll be discussing in the next video. You may ask why there exists such a mechanism, and here is the answer. A good example would be to keep development code away from production code. That is a more stable code. You don't want code you are actively developing to be available to the end users at all times. So we maintain these two things separately. That's where branches will be helpful. That is it for this video. We discussed about what branches are, how to create branches, how to switch between branches, and finally why we need branches. In the next video, I'll discuss how to merge any two branches. Take care till then, and thanks for watching.